Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaitlin and I am the girl behind eco.forward.kaitlin. It has almost been a month since we moved into our new house. You joined me in our sunroom. I will be doing a full house tour. I'm not sure if I want to break that up into a series or if it's just going to be a video. If you have a preference, let me know down below. But I just wanted to come on, check in, see how you guys are all doing, how your new year is going. But I also wanted to talk about some of the cool things, sustainability-wise, that we did as we moved into this house. The main thing that I want to talk about today is the Buy Nothing project. If you haven't heard about the Buy Nothing project, I will link I believe there's a website that kind of explains what it is, but it is a group that you can join on primarily Facebook, and what you do is you can trade, gift, or look for items that are then free. So the idea is there's no selling, there's no buying, no monetary exchange at all. You are allowed to trade. You can also trade your services too, but the whole purpose is that you buy nothing. And because of our local Buy Nothing group, we were able to move into my house entirely for free using recycled and repurposed cardboard, packaging paper, and air mailers as well. So I got all of the boxes we needed plus some to move our 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,200 square foot apartment into our new home. I was picking up boxes from numerous different people on the Buy Nothing page for about a month and a half. When we found out that we had our offer accepted on this house, we had a little over a month to move, get everything situated by the time we closed. So we found out just after Thanksgiving of 2023 that our house offer was accepted, and the potential closing date was January 10th, 2024. So it's a very quick turnaround, especially when you're renting an apartment, trying to figure out what the next steps are for the apartment. Are you able to break the lease? Do you have to pay a fee? That kind of stuff. So after we found out, my main responsibility was to find boxes. I knew I could utilize the Buy Nothing page because I have seen people post on there before asking for boxes, giving away boxes after they moved, that kind of stuff. And I put out a post rate, just a very general like, hey, I know the holidays are coming up, so if you have boxes that you are getting, whether from ordering presents online, maybe you received a gift that came in a pretty nice sized box, please save them and I will come pick them up. And that's exactly what I did. So some people were very gracious enough and gave me boxes that were already made, so I didn't have to use any more tape to make them. We tried to avoid using tape as much as possible. I did like a folding method with the top. The bottom we did use just plastic tape for though. That's something that I already had. I didn't have to go out and buy tape. However, if you didn't know, actually, I also run a small crochet business on the side. And so I have plastic tape that I actually got for very cheap that I stocked up on. So after that entire stock is out, I'm planning to use a different, more, whether it's biodegradable or recyclable tape. But anyway, tape was the only thing that we weren't able to reuse, reduce, that kind of stuff. Well, we did reduce it as much as possible, but you can't recycle it. So that's in the unfortunate part. But like I said, we're trying to use as little as possible. And really the goal was to just package everything neatly. I have lots of extra fleece blankets, towels. We used clothes to wrap some stuff too. So whatever we could to avoid needing to tape the top or to bubble wrap and excessively tape something as well. I also picked up some boxes that people who also had recently moved never used. So I would say at least 15 to 20% of all of the boxes that I picked up were brand new. So these are some that people had just left over in their basement that they were holding on to. These were some that people had just recently moved and didn't need. But a lot of these are expensive boxes. And I was so excited to be able to give these new life. But also on top of that, they didn't throw them away. They didn't recycle them. Like, they held on to them knowing that there was the potential that they would use them or someone in the community could use them, which is kind of also the whole purpose of Buy Nothing. Instead of throwing something away, you offer it up to see if there's anyone else in your community that could utilize this. I picked up so many boxes, right? We easily had over 50 boxes of various sizes that worked out great. We were able to use some smaller boxes again to avoid excessively taping, excessively stuffing and packaging things. They fit in perfectly. We had some really large boxes that even had handles where when I was moving my craft closet from the apartment, I was able to just put all of my yarn in boxes, didn't have to worry about the box getting too heavy. Like, we had so many sizes to utilize. It was amazing. And truly, I'm very grateful for everyone in my Buy Nothing community that let me have these. Now, the other really cool thing about the Buy Nothing community, like I said, you don't throw away stuff. You try to reuse them, see if someone else in the community can take them. So I have been saving all of the boxes that we used. I have been taking the tape off just because it's difficult to store the boxes unless if you're stacking them inside each other, and then you have to really think because a lot of these boxes are the same size. So I have been taking the tape off and just throwing the tape away, but almost all of our boxes have been saved. I did throw away one that actually had some damage to it. We had some there was a water bottle, a glass bottle that I actually had some rose water in that unfortunately broke and kind of destroyed the cardboard box because it's rose water. So that one had to be thrown away. And then we also just had some too that you couldn't repurpose just because they already probably shouldn't have been used. They were ones that maybe were a little old towards the end of their actual life. But besides that, I have saved all of our boxes. We moved into a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house, and our spare bedroom right now that we are going to be setting up as a guest bedroom has been storing all of those extra boxes in. I already posted in my new community Buy Nothing group on Facebook and had someone come pick up over 30 boxes and a ton of packaging paper, bubble wrap that we already used that I got from a Buy Nothing group and I was able to pass along. So that's already 3 times some of this stuff has been able to be used. This is where our move was so easy because we already had all of this accessible to us. And honestly, if I needed more, I could have asked in the Buy Nothing group. Along with that, you probably can't see it behind me, but I still have a box of stuff that was not claimed that I had posted in our Buy Nothing group before we moved. I was considering taking it to a donation center. Sorry if you can hear Teddy. I don't know what he's crying at. I'm gonna let them in. Like I was saying, I have a box of stuff that I was planning to bring to a donation center. However, I did decide to hold on to it because since we moved out of downtown Milwaukee, I am in a new Buy Nothing group. And knowing that there are some new community members that could utilize some of the stuff I had, I decided to keep it. So, like I said, I posted all of the boxes that so far we have unpacked. We do still have a handful that have not been unpacked. However, we've only been in the house for a month, so I'm sure some of those will never be unpacked. But someone did come pick up some of those boxes already in the packaging paper, like I said. And now I'm posting about these items that I'm ready to gift away. So hopefully someone in the community can use those as well, because I would like to avoid bringing them to a donation center if possible. I have been to a few of our thrift stores just in our general area. There's a Goodwill, a few of them actually. There's a Value Village, and we have a St. Vincent de Paul's, I believe. So, I mean, they're not small, right? They're other corporations for donation centers. I would like to avoid bringing stuff there if possible. One thing I have learned about these Buy Nothing pages is that you can post things numerous times, and sometimes no one will want something, no one's interested in it, and then you post another month and a half later, and there's like 6 people that have commented in the first 20 minutes that your post goes through. I'm starting to ramble on. I probably should have written a script for this just because there is a lot that I kind of wanted to cover and talk about. But I just wanted to give like a brief overview of if you're planning to move soon, if you're looking to do this sustainably, maybe a little more conscious of the materials you're using, I highly recommend checking out your community Buy Nothing page. I will link some stuff down below in the description for you to utilize, give you a little bit of the behind the scenes, maybe some background on what the Buy Nothing project is in general. But the sooner you post on there, the better. The more you post on there, the better. I was telling my partner that when we did learn that we were moving into a house, into a different community, I told him, I said, I'm sad to be leaving this Buy Nothing community. And he kind of laughed at me because I've never met any of these people. Some of them I have done like a face-to-face drop-off or pickup. Most of the time, it's just a pickup as needed. I leave it down somewhere for them to come grab when they can. So you really don't interact with people face-to-face. But there's a lot of these people that I've gifted things to or that I've picked up stuff from. It's just a great group of like-minded people. And if you're kind of missing that sense of community, I think it's a great first step because everyone is so considerate. Everyone is very, very kind. It's just a great community to start out with. So with that, I will leave you to get on with the rest of your day. Let me know down below again if you want a full house tour is one video or if you want it as a series. We are getting into the spring months soon here in Wisconsin, so I will be posting about some of our house projects. I do want to do a full smart home tour, which isn't very eco, but as me being the as me being the half of our relationship between my partner and I that is very conscious and eco-forward, as we say here, he has made some pretty good decisions with his smart home tech. So I would like to highlight those, and maybe I'll have him come on the channel too and introduce you to him, just so you can kind of get some ideas behind him. But yeah, we're going to be doing some minor home improvement stuff. We were planning to document our EV charger was supposed to be installed on Monday, but there was a few hiccups, so that'll be done at a later time. There's just going to be a lot of content coming your way. Again, I hope you enjoy this type of just very low-key, as I can get content out to you guys, talk about what I'm doing. I really hope you enjoy it, and definitely let me know down below in the comments if there is something in particular that you want me to cover and talk about, or if there's a project you really are excited for us to do. Let me know down below, and as always, be sure to subscribe, stick around. We're going to build this community as much as possible. It's just going to be a great group of people that are all like-minded, that are wanting to transition into more of a sustainable lifestyle, and hopefully we can just encourage everyone on that timeline that we have. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.